Hail Satan. Back to Lady Babylon. Oh, you are in for a treat tonight. You're in for a treat. What am I going to do to you? What am I going to do to you? Now, I want to start this off in a very lovely manner. I want us... Oh, do we need to? Oh, Chewy says we got to restart the engines. People, hit it, Chewy. Did they restart? Are we good? Engines restarted. Fantastic. We're getting off on the right foot tonight, right? Fantastic. Here we go. People, thank you for joining me. What have I brought you tonight? I've brought you the hubbub. Right up front to start with, the hubbub. I want to talk with you about Danny Jones. Iron Danny Jones. Now, many of you have been saying, Danny, what are you doing? You're holding back the episode, right? You're holding back Ammon. No. Danny, on the contrary, is right up front. He is trying to bring this to you. It is so sharp. It cuts. Oh, God, it cuts so deep. It cuts the soul from the flesh. Now, on Friday, or coming up soon, is the release of Bob's interview, at the end of which is our parlay. Fantastic. And it's gorgeousness and gorgiosity all wrapped up into one. It is the advancement, people. What is different now? What is different now? We have them on the run. For those of you who have already watched it and are not waiting for the YouTube, by the way, the YouTube version will be so heavily censored. It will start to program you to hear what needs to be heard behind what cannot be spoken. Oh, God, is that culty or what? That's a wonderful, marvelous cult. I love it. I love it. Okay, what we're bringing you is so sharp that Danny has to fight to get it to you. Now, I just want to tell you, trust in the process. Trust that Danny is fully 100% competent and smarter, measurably smarter. For those of you out there who are all into let's see what's going on. Let's see behind the curtain. I want you to know Galen gave Marcus Aurelius the Theriac. And do you know what it did? It made him smarter and better looking. My God, man. My God, what is happening? This is gorgeous. Now, by the way, for everybody out there who was giving Danny a hard time, right? For everybody out there who was giving Danny a hard time, right? I want you to see these two interviews, mine and Bob's. I want you to see them. And when you're done looking at them, you can look at the responses that I've gotten from people. Brilliant on Danny's part. Why? Oh, God. Because it's everything beautiful coming together, and it's not greed. It's not greed. It's coming from a knight who knows, has witnessed the greed, the brotheldy. What would you call it? The brotheldom? Yes. What is this matrix? Oh, it's the brothelry. Welcome. Fantastic. Do you like my hat? By the way, for those of you who have seen it, yeah, right, right. Stop flirting. It's okay, baby. There's enough. God, there's enough of that mojo for everyone. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, before we get into that. So I want you to know, Danny, a couple of the questions that Danny asked, I didn't understand the direction. Now, having gone back and watched the interview, I thought, oh, God, I could have caught it. A couple of times he did that, and I failed. I failed to see the beautiful pathway that he was opening up, pioneering, right? So Danny tells me, he says, hey, Ammon, he says, you should just get every reference to Christing. Everyone there is, right? Everyone there is. Yes. And so suddenly, struck by this bolt of pure genius, I said, oh my God, look what happened. He saw the Chryos in Greek. What is a Chryos? It is that one opportunity, that one window in any disease where the physician's treatment will work. It'll be its best. It'll go all the way to soteria, to salvation. Who's bringing us all this, right? It's the Sotera Diwanasa, right? That divine physician with her arrows. So Danny tells me, he says, hey, you should look, give me all the sources. I was like, oh my God, hallelujah. Hallelujah, right? It's a Greek word, by the way. It's ololudzo, alaladzo, or elaledzo. There's 3 different types of it. Right? You say, oh, no, that is not. Here we go. Are you ready? So I thought, wait a minute, if I'm going to do this right, because I can assemble the sources myself, it'll take me a considerable amount of time. I said, because I know I've seen a lot. Seen a lot of what? Christ. Just Christ. People, oh, why am I talking about the Christ now? This is the weapon. This is the weapon that wins the war against monism. Oh, God. They run from it. The monists run from it. And that's why I want you to see this so much. I want you to see it so much. Yes, gorgeous. Excellent. Made for a pope. Laugh it. So here we are. I thought we've got to do this thing right, people. Right? We've got to do it right. We have to be professional about this. Just get all the sources together. And while I'm trying to figure out how to do this, Danny asked me, give me, a couple of those sources right away. You know what I mean? So it's out there. I've got it. Oh, God. Oh, God, people. And then Danny wielded the lightning and struck down the scholars. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. No, I'm serious, people. I'm serious. This is Iron Danny Jones. Iron Danny Jones. I watched it happen. I was, oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm sitting around, I'm thinking, look, I was a graduate student once. What's the tool that we used? Oh, yeah, the TLG. Right? Back then it was on CD-ROM, but you can plug in a word or a combination of words, and you can search all of their data, all of their database, right? The whole thing. Ancient works, or you can pick out specific ones. They have all of Galen. You can just type up a Galen and search for Christ just in Galen, and it'll give you Christ, and it'll give you a new one. I even found a new one, a rare breed. A rare breed indeed, a hypochrist. You know what a hypocristing does? You're only going to get this here. You're only going to get this here. And this is why they run. This is why they run. Okay. It's a hypocristing. It's to ward off. It is to push away the disease or the demon possession. It is pushing it off, taking with it your melancholy. Your melancholy. That's why you're depressed all the time. Right? Do you understand? Fantastic. Fantastic. So what did I do? I told Danny, I was like, look, this is going to be a lot. Right? Because I thought it would be. Right? I've seen the thing a lot. It's all over the place, right? God, it shows up in Homer, right? You got a whole bunch of Christing in Homer. Oh, God, Aphrodite is Christed, baby. Aphrodite is Christed with ambrosia. Oh, all she's got on is the cestus. Oh, God. Sign me up. Do you understand? This is pure, pure, pure beauty. Do you know that goddess? Lucifera of the Black Sea. Do you know what she, the great huntress, was? Oh, God. Imagine, you Greeklings, if Diana and Aphrodite came together into one whole being. Right? Oh, God. Absolutely gorgeous. What happened, people? You're going to come with me. I'm going to show you this. Chewy wanted to make a video, right? And just to post the video, give you all the references. It turns out what I thought would be at most a few thousand is somewhere between 30 and 40,000. Yeah. Now, granted, a lot of that is later Christianity, Byzantine Christianity, using that word Christ very commonly. But people, there are thousands of references to all kinds of Christing. This is not an unusual or singular phenomenon. You have had the wool pulled over your eyes with a fairy tale. When we plug in the Christ, we find what is the real beauty of the history that you don't know because you have been bamboozled by monist theologians, and now they run from Ammon. They run from the satanic congregation. They do. They do. It's fantastic. Think of their wives. Do you understand me? And liberate them with your incubus. Is this a rumor? No. Hell no, it's not a rumor. Get out there. Fly that incubus right up her holy mountain. Do you understand? Have you ever been to The Voice? It's being outlawed now. You only have so much time. The Sybil tells me you better store your sources because all of the pornographia is leaving you. Why? Because monism attacks Aphrodite. Do you understand? It's how it works. What kind of virus is monism historically? It's one that first attacks Aphrodite. Oh, God. To cut you off. Why? To make you a factory of virus producing bullshit. To ruin your history with fable and fairy tale. And now, people, we have the victory. And it's due in part to Shea Iron Danny Jones. There is a boldness. There's a boldness that is required to be in this situation. Do you understand? Let's give back, satanic congregation. You know what I need? I need your active involvement, your support of heroes like Danny Jones, who has the guts to track down the people at Harvard. Hey, calls to Harvard. Nobody. Harvard, you suck. You really suck. Oh my God, it's glorious. People, do you understand? Does anybody understand, or must I whip you up into a frenzy? I must whip you up. Oh God, I think that thing's possessed. Let me whip you up. Do you know what we need to see tonight? We need to see people running. I want you, satanic congregation, to imagine. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. Yeah, that's good. Uncle Mark, close your eyes. That's God. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah. Close your eyes and imagine your buttocks under the influence of the fury of the Christing. I'm going to show you your past for the first time. And how am I going to do it? Speedily. Speedily. We're just looking at the weapon, people. This is the weapon that you use. Do you understand? Oh God, I'm giving you the weapon. The weapon is the Christ. The weapon is the Christ. Chewy, let's start looking at Christ. People, I'm just going to go through quickly and to give you a whole bunch of Christ. Just, I don't know, examples to pull out. Oh, isn't that, by the way, Chewy, that's a lovely background. I love that one tonight. The colors match so well, too. I feel kind of naughty, right? Because it's an intimate moment, right? I love it. Fantastic. It's historically intimate, people. If you can read the figures in Chewy's design, yes, through the very fragile and delicate genius of the AI, right? Which, by the way, the AI goes a little bit off board every once in a while. Has to be corrected. Do you understand? Training, right? Don't fear the AI. Train her. Oh, God. Look at this loveliness. Thank you, AI. Oh, we love it. No matter what people say, because people are like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that technology. Man. Right? Come on. Come on, people. Look at the loveliness that's here. Okay. Give it to them. Chewy. People, most people love Chewy stuff. I just want you to look. By the way, everything that I want you to pay attention to, where the roots are going to be outlined in yellow, like an old highlighter. You know what I mean? The people that made this years ago, bunch of nerds. I think it's UC Irvine, and bunch of nerds. And what they did was, you can search for your word and it'll bring it up with the text, right? And you can just quickly scan these. I just want you to see, what is this one doing? Oh, God, it's using a drug of the echidnae. And what, remember the temple that we were talking about from Thomas and all that? And what are they doing? Every day they're Christing the whole outside of their body. And they are changing the process of disease toward the lepra. And you'll say, wait a minute, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's a skin thing, baby. It's a skin thing as a result of using Christing drugs. Do you understand me? Oh, God, you're going to get deep into this. Give me the second one. Oh, God, I love it. By the way, all these sources, most of them are going to have, if we didn't clip them off, a couple of these in the beginning we did. Most of them are going to have tell you at top where it is. Right. Or did we cut all those off, Chewy? No, most of them in there. Okay, I want you to see, what is this one? Christing with myrrh. Christing with myrrh. And where are they Christing with myrrh? Uretera. Oh, bad news, people. This is in your urethra, gents. So you can Christ somebody's urethra. That's fantastic. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. What else can we do with these Christing, right? You can Christ the blackening, they call it, right? The pigment. It's a dark black pigment that they use, and they Christ their eyes with it. Oh, God, you're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. Give me the next one. This is gorgeous, right? Oh, God. Right now, remember, all this time, the only thing that they can say to you is, well, it's used completely different. That's not how Christ is in the Bible. It's completely different in the Bible, right? Right? Somebody said, oh, God, I just can't wait for you to see it. I can't give it away. Darn it, I will not. Danny Jones must have his hour of glory. I will let him have it, and I will let you watch the process. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. Here's an epicristing as a prophylactic. Ooh, look at that. An epicristing as a prophylactic. Give me the next one. Glorious. How about this one? What's this one do for us? These are just a whole bunch of, look, you can have epichristings and epiplasterings. What are those? It's two different applications. Look at the second line of pharmaca. Okay. All right. Not that. Not just that. What kind of pharmaca are these? They're metasyncretic. Metasyncretic. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, shit. A couple thousand years ago, they were smarter than me, because I'm not. You can explain that to me, what it is. You can tell me what the roots are, but you're still not going to be able to put it together into one cohesive whole that has activity. That's what metasyncretic is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I gave it to you while you didn't even realize it. Love it. That's why they put the Vaseline on. Go. Epicristing. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Oh, God. It's Falcon slowing down. People, we got a real lot of interference tonight. People, what is this? The altars. This is Aeschylus. The altars are full. They're burnt as gifts, right? And people are holding up those torches and they're waving them in the sky. Why are they doing that? Because those torches are pharmaceuticized with the holy Christing, and they cause your pain to go away. Isn't that great? Look at that. It's an effective. People ask, why do these people always worship at night with these torches? What are these torches for? And the nerds say, oh, it is for light and the symbol of shut up. It's because these torches are treated with drugs. And the night rites involve the use of drugs to do things like travel to the underworld and back. You can also eat someone alive. People, imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, it was his fault, ladies. It was his fault. It was his fault. You didn't have to mock him. Yes, they did. They did. It's the purgation, right? Don't we want that purged? We do. or else it sits there, right? And then the leaders, that's right, you heard me, the leaders of the women, what happens then? They aren't fully attuned. It's all part of their practice, dude. Don't question it. Don't question it. Many years. Female brain, XX, right? No broken XY, right? Keep those out, right? Those are tools. Those are tools. You've got to think like that Amazonian queen. Oh, God, there was a lot of myrrh. That's a lot, man. And I'm not sure, but if that's that costly myrrh that they're putting into his head, give me the next one. They're putting on his head. That's a lot, baby. That's a lot. Oh, God. It looks kind of strange. Give me the next. People, what is this? I'm going to meld tonight a little bit of the purple, right? Did anybody here know that we would bring to you we would find you, for those of you of the congregation who have been on this journey for 2 years, or maybe 6 months, or maybe you binged a month ago, right? For those of you who've caught up, did you ever think that I would be bringing you a passage that says, hey, Christ the purple, right? People are like, what is it? Oh, he's making that up. He's what? Right? No. Thanks to this glorious technology, I can bring them right to you. So I'm bringing you another new thing. Nobody knows this stuff, right? The porphyra was once called alurgis. That's thanks to Phodion, the lexicographer, right? Oh, thank you, right? Thanks, Photius, baby. Oh, God. Oh. Alurgis porphyra, that purpling. So there are other names for it that you don't even realize that they're using in a text that have to do with the purple. And what do we do with the purple? We Christ it. We Christ it, people. Oh, do you understand? Oh, it's gorgeous. There is no Christ without the purple. There is no metanoia. There is no alteration of the mind without the Holy Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do you know how many sources I got? Let me tell you when I finish. I'm doing them 3 at a time. I'm just scanning 3 at a time, saying, oh, seen this? No, haven't seen this one. Give me the next one, Chewy. Let's just machine gun these people. Are you ready, people? This is what you give. Hey, show this to your monist friends. Here's the apocryphal work of the Gospel of Jacob, right? And what does it say? It says Mary's lot was the true purple, and that's scarlet, right? And her actual job in the temple was to use the purple, right? And when I say it was her job to use it, in the process of processing it, she is using it. It is her baptism. Directly, that's what the word they use, baptism. Do you understand? Gospel, baptism, mystery, all of this, Christos, is drugs, mind alteration. Fantastic. And oh God, they have nothing. Danny, with one source, people, with one, I shouldn't talk about it because you're not privy to it. Shame on me. Shame on me. I should get the whip out. You're not privy to it, but it's up and coming. And with one source, the arrogance of the cosmos was punished. Nemesis was instant. And I can't wait for you to see it. I can't wait for you to see it. They're going to call it murder in the brothel. Oh, God. Oh, God, Danny Jones. Danny Jones. Love it. Fantastic. Everybody, please write to Danny Jones. Tell him if you saw the podcast, tell him what you thought of it. Give him some feedback. Seriously. It's nice to know people are watching what you've created and they have something to say about it. And you say, well, I can just leave a comment. No. Email them. It's way more personal, right? Oh, God, love it. Yeah, and whoever else in the future that we need to contact. People, I love it. People are taking up the Loeb Classical Library. I love it. And people are watching. They're delving. They're delving into those wonderful Greek texts. Oh, it's so sexy. Watch what happens, people. It'll blow the universe apart. Give me the next one. We're going to have to rattle through these really fast. And by rattle, I mean, what do I mean? Let's blow them away, Chewy. There's no cure for love. You can't in Christ any kind of drug that cures love. Give me the next one. Isn't that a nice? They even, I don't know, they like the way they use it. This is Euripides from Hippolytus, and this is the one that Danny Jones uses like a machine gun. Oh, no, it's not a machine gun. I'm sorry, because it's one source, baby. This is some kind of high caliber deal, man. This thing packs. It's got so much powder, right? Because this says, what kind of drug is it? Is it a Christ or is it a potable? All right? Isn't that nice? There is no way. Now, I told this to Danny Jones, and I want you to see this in the work we're doing tonight. Christing is always the use of drugs. Don't you feel fooled? It is always. There is no time that it is not. Yes. You mean even when they're talking about putting pitch on it? Yes. Fantastic. Give me the next one. Oh, this is the next one. This is the Hippolytus. Yeah. Right. That's the big one, people. If you use this gun, holy mackerel, watch out. Your relatives, there'll be nothing left of them when you give them this Christ thing that is, look, just tell them, look at the end of the third line. That's pharmacon, right? Look at the middle of the second line. That's Christon, right? Doesn't get more people. Look at it, people. Love it. Devil says, you're going to love it too. What is this? Oh, this is I am Christing some tender flesh. Oh, yeah. When am I doing all this stuff? I'm doing it. Who is this? Oh, it's Apollonius. Fantastic. The Argonautica. Right. And who do we have here? Somebody's Christing somebody's young, tender flesh to make them immortal, to ward off that old age, burning them in that flame of fire. Oh, God, there's that gorgeous bit, isn't it? Thetis is so beautiful. She's doing that to Achilles. Hey, who's that kid? Look what's happening to him, right? You know, when you see this kid coming at you, you know, right? Watch out. That may be Achilles. Who takes care? Who nourishes these boys? Who nourished Achilles? Priestesses, oracular priestesses, and they sure did have fun. They did. They turned him in to what was glorious and heroic. Oh, God. How love it. And how is all this happening? By Christing, people. By Christing. Remember something I said a long time ago that I think is important. We all got here through the act of coitus. Somebody and somebody else were drawn, and bam, you and I sucked into reality at the whim of Eros. If that isn't Mojo, nothing is. And you can't have the Mojo without the Christ. Just ask Mary Magdalene. People, eat my flesh and drink my blood. Give me more Christing. I love it. By the way, Bob was so satisfying. So satisfying. I just want to say thank you to Chef Iron Danny. Oh, God, my soul. My soul is so, my veins, I can feel it. They're full of ambrosia. They're full of ambrosia. And I know people of satanic congregation, you too can feel it. Please, when it comes up, feast with me. Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. It's like training. It's very much like training, people. Maybe they're right. Oh, God. Maybe I am a cult leader with my Pope hat, right? But it's for a good cause. Look what we're doing, people. We're looking at stuff that is totally buried, that nobody has access to, right? People are wondering, why is everybody getting this information now? Because, baby, we're about to see the purple. Give me the next one, Chewy. Let's go, because we got to. Okay, people, sit down, quick. We go through these really fast. Give me the next one. We go through these really. What is this one? Oh, people. One of the things I noticed as I was reading, this is Olympiodorus, right? Oh, God. One of the things that I noticed is that Christing is directly associated with being a prophet, early, middle, and late. Do you understand? When I told you it was the oyster mania that they're inducing through the purple, right? I wasn't kidding. This is what makes prophets in antiquity. This is what makes prophets. And this is just another association, with the, in this case, it's the Christing. There are other places where it's the Christing, the purple, and the prophecy. Give me the next one. Fantastic. Did you know that there's such thing? And Euripides tells us this in his Cyclops. Nobody ever reads the Cyclops. I don't know why. Right? What are we doing, people? We have Miro Christs. Now, somebody asked me, they said, what is that? Right? Look at the root myrrh on the front of it, right? Plus the Christ. They're doing a lot of Christing specifically with the myrrh base. It doesn't mean that it's the same type of drug universally. No, it means a whole bunch of different people, different cultural backgrounds are using myrrh-based Christs, right? And these are going in the hair. Oh, God, just like Mary. Don't you love Christing Mary's hair? Oh, God, who doesn't want to Christ Mary's hair? Satanic congregation, speak up for this injustice if we do not tell the world. Mary, the MAGA, Dalene, she needs Christed hair. Oh, God, just like the Medusa. Fantastic. You see how it is, people? It's gorgeous. Hit me with another one. We have so many of these. We have to go fast, Chewy. Right? This is a fast programming tonight. Hold on, people. This is just Christing with drugs directly. I just want you to see Christing with drugs. Keep going. Christing with drugs. And what is this one? This one is Christing with a death-inducing drug. Now, this is not the thanasimon. This is the olethrion pharmacon. Do you understand? Oh, God. It's the one that induces that rot. Yeah. And where are they putting it? In this, by the way, in this Procopius. This is Procopius, isn't it? In this one, where are they putting it? They're putting it on tas akidas, on those heads of the Belon of their arrows. Right? This is the one that has the drug that'll drop you. Okay? Remember, these are modified. The thanasimon is the death inducer, the true death inducer. That's the one that you know you can bring somebody back from, right? That's not what they're talking about here, right? This thing will drop you. That's the way it is. It's the poison they're using on their arrows. They called it eos. And they used it within their drugs that they used in there. It's not even cold. It's just every day. If you took a bath twice a day in cannabis fumigation, right, just for sake of cleanliness, right, before you rode your horse all day and after you rode your horse all day, wouldn't you love it? And you've got the poison. Not only is it in your hair, but it's on those arrows. It's on those arrows. God, guardians, sexy, sexy guardians. Anybody who wants it, please go out. I told my students this week, go out and find Smyrnaeus, Quintus Smyrnaeus, God, like 3rd century. Anno Domini, he's writing this Homeric epic. It's called the Post-Homerica. And it's, oh God, it's about the Amazonian queen. Oh, do you know what is more exciting than watching an Amazonian queen driven by her own personal guilt to mercilessly slaughter 8 gorgeous idiot men? Oh, God. Right? Why was she doing that? It was the only way to purge herself. She accidentally killed one of her sisters. Yeah. Yeah. In the hunt. In the hunt. That's the way it is. What are the men doing? I don't know. It's those skirts, right? God. I don't know. I don't know. It's gorgeousness and gorgiosity. Quintus Smyrnaeus. She's putting on her armor. Oh, God. Last time I saw her, she was putting on her armor. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Oh, combat. Combat. Face to face. Face to face. Oh, I love it. Okay, anyway. I don't know where I was there for a minute. I have to come back. People, bring me back online. Chewy, hit me with these. Let's hit them with like 10 in a row. Boom. You think it's this one? That's okay. We'll use whatever it is. There's a ton. People, I'm just hitting you with this many because I want you to realize how much there is to overwhelm the lie that is the theology that you've gotten. Right? They have tainted the well, and your history is not accurate. 30 to 40,000 references. Do you understand? We can draw a very, very accurate picture. And this thing is always talking about drugs that alter your mind and induce. Oh, God, what do they induce? They induce a sexiness, right? They induce that drive. Give me the next one. That drive. Why does Venus have it all over her? It's just her midriff. It's just her midriff. Watch out for Venus's midriff. Right? Oh, God. Why did I do this one? Oh, and you know what? I just thought this was interesting. This is the Aristotelian corpus, right? In Armenia, right? They've got this drug, right? And it's called Pardalion there. You know what I mean? It's related to the word for leopard, right? Because everything is coming from the Greek, right? And what are they doing? They're Christing things. They're Christing things. The power of Christing is directly a technological advancement, people. There is nothing you can say theologically, ideologically. There's no school of hoo-ha. There's no board of Harvard. By the way, Harvard, nice to see your backs. Nice to see your backs. Oh, you must not have Spartan mothers. You must not. Oh, Do you know how people, seriously, can I revel in this a little bit? Can I revel in this? Right? And those of you who've seen the interview, you know, right? Harvard. They ran. Gorgeousness and gorgiosity. People, we've got them on the run. This is such good news. Such good news. Okay, keep hitting them. Keep pounding with the sources. Give me the next one after the one we just looked at. Good. Oh, God, people, we're going to be Christing again. And what are we talking about? Oh, this is something. There's some wonderful powers here. These Ethiopians, dude, you know what they're doing? They're Christing their arrows, and they're using a root. They're using a root, and that one is a death-bearing drug. A death-bearing drug. A thanatophore. Do you understand me? Thanata, death, for, to carry. It's a classification of a drug. Jesus says, I'll give you the thalassemon, and it won't hurt you. The death inducers won't hurt you with the galene, right? The theriac is here. It's a good thing they're taking it. Why would it be so good? Because you can Christ when you're taking it. You already have the antidote on board. Do you understand? That was Jesus's conundrum. He was trying to get it when they showed up. There goes the Christing. There goes the Christing, right? Who touched me? Right? Who touched me? Do you understand? Oh, God. Hell, the root cutters. Indeed. The root cutters, by the way, since somebody threw it up there, the root cutters, very important position in antiquity. It was women who collected all the, plant and animal. It wasn't just roots. It was all the plant and animal substances, right? I mean, there is an art to cutting roots, and they talk about the songs that they've got, right? And they talk about, there's this astrological medicine that involves the collection of plants. And you think, oh God, these nerds, they make me feel so stupid, right? Oh God. But when you throw these people up against Bob, right, it's just like, dude, you just vaporized that person. They were coming at you with a dagger. Did you have to do that? You know what I mean? Yes, that's the power of these weapons. Imagine this, people. The monists can't sit there and tell me what a Christ is. They run. Tonight's thumbnail, the cover tonight of our album. Oh, God. Do you see what it is? It's me driving away the monist. Right? With the word. Isn't that brilliant? Oh, God. Danny, thanks for telling me to get my shit together. Right? Fantastic. This is gorgeous. You're going to love it, by the way. I thought it was compelling. The interview with Bob, because I got to sit there and watch it, right, on a screen with all the different camera angles in the green room, right? And I'm sitting there, oh God, it's compelling. It's like I'm at some kind of, 60 minutes used to be. You know what I mean? Like, oh, almost like it was an arm of the government. You know what I mean? A way of keeping freedom, an extra check and balance of that press. Right? They bring the journalism. Oh, God. Danny, I love it. Danny, it makes me so excited. Please, people, please, if you've done anything for Ammon, please support Danny Jones. Tell him what you think. Give me the next one. Christ, more Christ. Danny Jones is Christing you, people. He's the one who told me to get that list together, Ammon. It's 30,000 people. Please, 30,000 times, Danny. It's going to take me a while. But when we're done, there's going to be nothing left of them. You know what I mean? It's kind of scary. It's like, wow. This could be a new beginning, people. This could be a reset. Am I alive? Oh my God. Am I alive? And by the way, I think you will find Chewy. I think Chewy's somewhere in the background. Interesting. We're totally blind. I don't even know what the next reference is. Give it. No, there's no way I can read it. Are you kidding? It's tiny. It's so tiny. Oh my God, people. We just have to let the thing catch up here. Boom. We should put on a video. Here it is. This is Elian, right? Claudius Elianus de Natura Animalium. Oh, this is so great because you know what this is? We're going to Christ with myrrh in this one. And what are we going to Christ? We're going to Christ our nostrils, baby. We're going to Christ our nostrils. That's way better than a urethra. I'll take a nostril Christing to a urethral cleanse any day of the week. You know what I mean? But you got to do what you got to do, bro. You know what I mean? Give me the next one. This is hygiene, people. Don't be barbarians, right? Sit with me and watch people get Christed. Yeah. Why did I do this one? Probably just because it said Simonides. Yeah, no, that's not too informative. Oh, it's just the smell of it. That's what it was. I wanted you to notice the drugs that they're Christing with are Polutel and Osmo, and they have this wonderful, very valuable smell, right? Oh God, it's you can tell when somebody's being Christed, right? Part of the reason they're doing it in the garden. Remember the customers and everything. Give me the next one. Remember the customers and everything. You have to have people, right? If you're with by the way, people, if you're with somebody who's been Christing, right? If she Christs you can then enter the same phase. It's like a plane, described as a plane, right? Translated maybe as a dimension. Oh God, this stuff's crazy, people. I'm telling you, Christing is, give me the next one. Christing is a complex process. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, it's both. Achariton Osmon. Oh yeah. Oh God. Give it to me. What is this one, people? This is Aeschylus, Prometheus, right? Prometheus bound. What does he say? Right? Don't tell me what the music is. Find it. Chryos, priest of Apollo. Now, people, I told you just a minute ago. Christing is always a drug, and that drug is not any kind of, any drug, right? It is associated directly with drugs that alter your perception, and put you into a state of mania. Oestrus, they call it. It's in this passage. You can see the oestrus. Oestrus is what leads to oestromania, the prophetic power. What is the Christing doing to this person in Prometheus bound? It's causing them to see an eidolon, an image, and that image is not something nice. For boomai, I am afraid. You say, wait a minute, you want to be involved in a rite that's going to make you take drugs that are cause you to induce panic? Yes. Welcome to the purge. Welcome to the Christing. Right? Oh God, give me the next one. Where is that? Oh, are we switching between pictures? Yeah, just hit that next one. Yeah, we're gonna get a picture up here in a second, people. This is amazing. I don't hitchhike. It's a good thing I don't hitchhike on this information highway. Right? I'd be doing things. Did everybody see the salute? Oh my God. So soon we shame the greatest generation with our weakness. It's our greed, people. It's our greed. What is this? What are we doing? We're Christing somebody, right? What are they being Christed with? They're being Christed with the disease. a disease that is sent from God. And this disease has barbs. Imagine the barbs. These things are unavoidable. And quenching you. Okay? Christing, people, has to do with mind alteration and sexuality. This is a virgin and a dude chained to a rock, in case you didn't know. When I'm talking about Prometheus Bound. Oh, I'm sorry. You watched the fairy tale version by a bunch of people who were following a fairy tale history. I'm sorry. Right? Do you feel like you've had the wool pulled over your eyes? You have. Give me the next one. By every monist around you. But don't worry, the wool is pulled around their eyes too. You know what I mean? And that means they can be freed. Or you can make them run, right? They can run and hide. Run, Timmy. Run, because this says the maniac ladies are coming. And they've got the arrow tips that are Christed with the insanity. It's apuros. They're Christing me, and it's apuros. This power. No, leave it up. It's apuros. Now you may look at that and say, "Oh, it just means without fire," right? And you miss the complete. You miss the cult terminology, because that also means. Look it up if you don't believe me. It also means in a state of death. What is it doing? It's lactidze phrenophoboy. Look, I read that backwards. The devil says, always read it backwards, Ammon. I'm like, so are you serious? Right? Which is where, by the way, we're continuing Friday of this week with reading the Apocalypse backwards. And we have the privilege of starting with the fleece. Oh, God, you're going to Christing love it. You're going to Christing love it. It's gorgeous reality, people. And it's just for you, because you know how I feel by now. You know why we do this, baby. You know what I mean? Give it to me. Right. Oh, by the way, all your responses, I love them. Keep sending the comments. Oh, God. Bathe me in your comments. Satanic congregation, right? Why do you think we do this? We do this for you, don't we, Chewy? Yeah, right? Chewy said, arg. Give me the next one. Chewy's going to get a voice soon, by the way. So here we go. Look at, oh, God, Chewy, beautiful background. You got to totally respect the devil. You got to totally respect him. And we'll get the text in just a minute, but thank you. Oh, great devil, what sits on yonder throne of hell? Oh, God. Thank you so much for the access to Lucifera. That is so, God, it's absolutely gorgeous. Christ me, baby. We need more Christing. Here it is. Hyontai. Mutoi. I just want you to see you can Christ with different substances. And by the way, people, this is Herodotus. This is just, this is just straight up gorgeous history, baby. Right? And this wasn't the stuff. By the way, Herodotus didn't have a advertiser, sponsor. He didn't have commercials. Right? You know what he did? He just sat down and he told people. Sat on the temple steps where all the educated thinkery had its home. And he went up there. Because you know what, people? It takes a lot to operate these cult mysteries that are so complex with their drugs. And it's difficult. So much so that there are laws about the recipes that they're using. Right? Oh, God. What is meal toy? Next, Chewy. What is meal toy? Now, we're talking baptisms, remember? We're talking a lot of dyes and a lot of stains So you're going to be Christing yourself with colors. And this is the red earth. This is the ruddle. Oh my God. They tell you in a second, red lead. But I want you to look at the bottom one. A magical term for blood. And how do they use it? The blood of that dove. The blood of Typhon in the magical texts. Do you have the blood of Typhon? Do you know what the blood of Typhon is? You can go to the temple and find out. And don't be surprised, give me the next one, when it involves Christing. Did you see we were just Christing? Oh, God, people, it's endless. It is absolute endless. And you can see the theologians for their foolishness. Their foolishness. How dare you? How dare you think you could just take a dump on history? How dare you? Oh, God, I am so hungry for them, people. Please be nice. Be nice. Look, people, I promise. Bible scholars out there, I'm sorry. I will make it painless and perhaps enjoyable, somewhat narcotic. Right? What are we Christing here? We're Christing with something that is gold in color. Give me the next one. Oh, God. Give me the next. It's okay. Give me the next one. What else? They need to see how quick these go. Right? Here we go. What else can we Christ with? Oh, God. Here, this one's special. We're going to Christ Kithera. Oh, God. Oh, God. And who are we? We're the Graces, baby. We're the Graces. And what are we Christing her with, brah? We're Christing her with desire. Right? Can you see this? Can you see? You know how good this smells? This is ambrosial. They say it right up top. And what is this from? This is Homer's Odyssey. People from the very earliest literature that we have from the master himself. We have Christing, and the Christing is of the goddess, the queen, Urania, and it is sexy, sexy, sexy Christing. Do you see what Jesus did? Do you see what he did? Look through the theology down to the words, and you're free. You're free. They will run from you. Give me the next one. Oh, God. They will run from you. How do you keep track of where it is true? There's so many. There's so many tonight. Round of applause. What are we Christing with here? We're Christing, by the way. Paphia, right? What do we Christ Venus with? We have to Christ her with ambrosia. Something that is immortal. It is that which conveys the immortality to the gods, and it is a Christing. Love it. Next one. People, how many of these do we have? Couple more. No, we have a oh, God. Do we have that? Oh, God. We're going to kill people with Christing. Okay, let's just go really fast. People, we're going to put it into the highest gear possible. I've got another one coming from Homer. This is the beginning of the Odyssey, book 1. And it says Odysseus was out looking for the drug that would kill people in order that he might Christ his arrows with it. The very first place we see in the next one, Odysseus is out looking for this very Christing drug. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? It's a man killer. It's a man killer. You know that the Amazonians invented that one, right? Why else would you call it, right? Why not just a person killer, a human killer, an upright monkey killer? I don't know. Rien, what are you doing? You're giving that ambrosial substance through the Christing. Next. It's all over the place, people. It's not that people, just barely miss this. right? The classicists, right? Shame on you people. But that's okay. You weren't reading the medical stuff, so you didn't know. What is this? You can Christ with the slaughtering cloud of the centaur. You got to put it on your sides. That's what she does. She puts it on the sides. And what is it? It's sticky full of eos. Eos. Why? What is she doing with this stuff? She's applying it to a cloth like the sindone that was with Jesus Christ when he was arrested. Did you hear that plane shut off in the background? Holy mackerel. I think we moved in with the airlines. Fantastic. Who is this? Give me the next one. It's the wife of Hercules from Sophocles, right? Trachiniae. And what is she doing? She is trying to poison Hercules with a drug that will make him hot, hot, hot for her all day long, baby. Right? Okay. Only problem is when she was preparing it. When she was preparing it, is this one will show you, right? She's in her house, right? And she's Christing the wool with it. Give me the next one. And what happens? It bursts into flames, baby. It bursts into flames. Oh, God, there's something going on with these drugs, people. Something very strange. This one, the first line, second to last word, peplon. What are they doing? They are Christing their garments. They're Christing their garments. Do you understand? There's a reason. There is a reason that Jesus turns around and says, "Who touched me?" Right? It's not because he's a Jedi and can sense the force flowing from him. It's because he knows those drugs are in the material that he's using. He's a freaking Christ, people. Oh, God, give me the next one. Horny devils. They're always so horny. Hanging out with a bunch of apostles, a bunch of underage apostles and prostitutes and tax collectors, right? Because you got to make some coinage on your Christing. Give me the next one. They keep this stuff going that way. It's a market, baby. Everybody understands the greed. You didn't think Purple Finger Mary was there for any reason, did you? She was making you drug, dummy. Right? What does this say? I'm gonna Christ. This is the voice of Medea, so I just want you to pay attention. Just the 3 words. Look at the second line. Chrysopharmakos doremata. What does she do? She says, I'm going to Christ the gifts with drugs. What kind of gifts are these? Again, it was cloth. One of them was a crown. One of them was a crown. The other one was this gown. Right? What did that bitch do? That princess, she walked right in front of a torch and it just whoosh up into flames. Up in flames. Nobody could put her out. They were throwing buckets of water on her. It would just make it bigger. It seems like it's making it worse. And her dad is like, "Oh, let me help you, sweetie." Next thing you know, he's on fire. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, Medea. Now, when you can figure out the chemistry of doing such things, then tell me you're as smart as Medea. Until you can, you are a dummy. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Oh, God. Some of this stuff is gorgeous. Come on. Come on. We got to go fast, man. There's so much Christing. You didn't know how much Christing there was, people. Just sit with me. Look, let's do this for like 10 more minutes because there's so much Christing here. I just wanted you to get it all over yourself. You know what I mean? I wanted you to have all these sources. You know what I mean? Just you and me. That's where we are. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you all these sources, right? Oh, you love it. You love these sources. If only I had some kind of skateboard on this highway or something, I might go a little bit faster. Hello, devil. Thank you for having us tonight. Oh, God. If you don't mind me asking, what's in Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. This is Euripides' Medea again, right? And what are we Christing? In this circumstance, we're Christing our arrows again. And what are we doing? We're praying to the Despoina, the great queen. It's like a Bronze Age, frightful, sexy Circe. God, I kind of want to get captured. You know what I mean? And she's got arrows, and those arrows are tipped with desire. And you know what it does? It messes me up. And I love it. I love it so much. Give me the next one. That's Christing, people. Did you think that was Christing? There was. Look at the yellow, baby. Look at the nerds highlighted for us in yellow. Oh God, we can take these results and tell you everything there is to know about Christing. Here, Nero's getting Christed in this one. Change it. Oh, and he's getting Christed with the expensive myrrh, right? He's getting Christed with the good stuff. So about the same time, right? Within a few years of Jesus getting the good stuff, Nero's getting it too, baby. Don't think that this stuff didn't go around. You know, it was produced in the temples, right? Merry purple fingers, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, God. I love it. Next, please. Yes, Chewy's like, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Okay, here we go. This is Galen, and this is Epicristing, right? And I just want you to notice on the second to the last line, they're Epicristing with the Melanicolureioi, with what is called the Black Calirion. And that exactly matches the reference in Revelation or Apocalypse, where God tells us, Christ your eyes, baby, so that they may be open. And you Christ them with a collyrion, a very specific drug, by the way. Here, what is this one saying? Oh, we're getting all purpled in this one, right? But I want you just to notice we're getting epicristed for our alopecia, baby. Right? And we're doing it on our head, baby. These are all sorts of health treatments that involve Christing, Fantastic. Now, the differences, right, between epicristing and incristing, right, there's two different processes. Here it's the epicristing, and what are we epicristing? We're epicristing the eyes, the forehead, and the temples. This is a specific Christing. Do you have a picture of this, Chewy? Not really. People think, just envision it in your mind. The forehead, your metape, right up here, your temple area, and your eyes, like this. Oh yeah. You know what happens when you're epicristed like this? That solution runs down into your eyes. And your eyes are a portal for these drugs. In case you didn't realize that yet, when Jesus is all like spitting, right? Spitting and making a metallic pharmaca composition, and he's putting it in people's eyes. Right? Yeah, he's administering those poisons. And this is nothing new, right? This is Galen. Thank you. Thank you very much, Galen, for elucidating, right? The process. It's not, when I said you can't distinguish cult from medicine, I was serious, people. This is the porphyry, the purple being used as a plaster, right? And it's made in Alexandria. It's made, give me the next one. It's made in Alexandria. And it is a cholytic, which is some kind of bracer of the flesh that brings things together, right? It's a wound treatment. They're Christing. You know where else you can Christ? Oh, God, I want to Christ this one. What is this one? Who is this? Edius, the doctor, right, from his Iatricorum, his 9th book on his doctoring, right? What does he say? He says, you got to Christ your bowels. You got to Christ your bowels. Yeah, you got to Christ them with the purple. Do you get it? It's got the wool there impregnated right into your bowel. Remember how we do that? Yes. You can Christ your throat the very same way. Do you understand? My God, people, did you not understand the routes of medicine, the transmission of medicine? Give me a couple of more. Let's scare people. There's bowels that are being Christed. I just want you to see, here's direct association with that purple. We are epicristing, and we can use certain things like the pomata porphyras. Right now, technically, that pomata is the liquid or drinkable version, right? But they use that in combination with other drugs to Christ. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, God. Right? Yeah, fantastic. That's Paul, right? Paul of Aegina. He's a doctor. Byzantine doctor, people. Byzantine is gorgeous, right? Fantastic. Look at this one, people. Do you see the word epikrie? We've got Christ in the beginning of the yellow, and then we've got bapheon porphyron. Yes, bapheon is from bapto, to die. What are we dying with? We're dying with the purple. Right? Do you understand? Next one. Baptism, Christing, purple. They go together historically, right? And just in case you were ignorant here, Eustathius, by the way, who's a full-out Christian, is going to give us a little bit of the history here and talk of the purple and talk about the shell, right? And he makes a comparison with bringing dawn. Look at the very last word, phosphoros, right? Oh, God. That dawn bringing from that cloud. Okay, love it, love it. If you're interested in that, go back to it. Here it is, Eustathius. Love you. Eustathius is the one who tells us about harvesting blood from the babies. Baby blood harvesting. Thank you. It was a cult of Christians who did it, and they had it very well worked out how to get those kids at a very specific time. Right? And then what do when you get there? Right as soon as you take them out before they can be delivered, right? You induce them and early, and then you take the baby out and you harvest the blood and you put the blood into your communion. Give it to me. They were Christians. And Eustathius is like, oh, you're bad people. Don't do the blood harvesting thing. Right? Right? Fantastic. Where are these Christian blood harvesting freaks today? Where are they, people? This one's going to scare you. Are you ready? It's two big words. I can't see it yet. Oh, this one? No. Oh, it's that one. Okay, here it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Seeing the purple, right? It signifies some kind of disease. Oh, God. What is going on here? Who is that? That's Nicephorus. Oh, God, get this sacred theology. This is the big one. People, two words. Oh, look at this. Now, see that umlaut over the upsilon? Technically, that should be pronounced as a separate vowel, right? Theophantos porphyra. Theophantos porphyra. There. Did you hear me stick the accent? Theophantos porphyra. What is the purple that is theophantos? It is that which brings and makes visible the God. You have no prophets in antiquity without the purple. You have no prophets without Christing. This is the world that created the monism of both Judaism and Christianity. This is as far back as it goes. They sprang at the same time from this soil. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Hellenistic tech. Love it. Give me the next one. You want to see God? You're going to have to go through the purple. You didn't know that, people, did you? You thought you could have your faith and just sit there in the bed by yourself praying, dear Lord Jesus, help me, help me. I don't know, maybe you're saying Baruch atah Adonai. You were praying to him. I know you were. And the whole time you didn't realize all of your art comes through drugs. What is this purple that brings the God? It is the best, most potent pathway of prophecy. That's what this says. Right? People, here it is. All the Christ thing you could possibly want. The purple leads you to salvation. All right, give me the next one, Chewy. A couple more, and then let's wrap up, because people are like, okay, Ammon, I'm swimming. Give me, maybe a couple more. Oh, God. Let's just keep going with a couple of times. I've got a couple of, these are all good, but people, who is this Athenaeus? Right? Athenaeus. I just want you to look, Deipnosophistai, right? Chewy loves this work, right? I want you to look at the second line, and I want you to look at the middle word, Iobafe. Iobafe. Kai porfura. Kai krokina. Do you understand what those are? Those are different dyes. The purple, right? The saffron, and the Iobafe. Now, traditionally, this Iobafe is translated as violet dyed. And they'll talk about the eyes as being violet dyed, but don't mistake for a minute that although the color is the focus, it is the eos that is being baptized into you. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're being dyed with eos, baby. You're being dyed with that eos. Mary Purple Fingers. You know who she was fed by? She's fed by the angels, baby. She's fed by the angels. Jesus had a thing, man. He was not very polite to her for a very, very bad reason. Oh, God. Did you give me the next one? Did we get almost everything? I think we got, there's a couple of images I just want to make sure people get. And then I want to tell people what's up and coming. Excellent. Let's get a couple of more. There's only so much the human soul can take. Now you understand why they run, people. They know that this is back there. And they know they haven't read this stuff. They know they have no knowledge of it whatsoever. Right? We take them by taking back their text. You want to kick the ass of a Jungian, some arrogant Jungian scholar? You take away the red book. You take all the Greek mystery out of it, and then you shove it up their backside. You say that's what your scholarship is good for. Same thing with the New Testament. Take it to them, people. All through the language. This is all accessible. This is all Renaissance. Are we still? There it is. Oh, this is just more of the... look, people, what happens when you start taking this stuff, dude? You become paidzontes. You become people who like to play, right? And you become workers of the prophecy, right? Prophetic style workers. Prophetikos de ergazomenoi. Workers of that prophecy. Why paidzontes? You'll notice the root pais in there like a child. The Victorians translate this as to be sportive, to be frolicsome. Have you ever danced because you were sexually aroused? Yeah. Chewy, what was that? In your dreams? Yes. Have you ever danced because you were sexually aroused? That's what they're talking about, right? That's what they're talking about. Oh, God. It is a transition that's very difficult for you to make from sportive dancing to prophecy. but it's because you have missed the Christings. You have missed the drugs. Give me the next one. You can't see it for that reason. For that reason, we choke and we die on the fairy tales bullshit. And then we let them take over. And then we let them take over. Do you want to see the lies that will guide you? This is okay. Let's end on this one. This is Dioscorides. And this is, who is he? He's a first century author of drug manuals, right? He puts together a whole bunch of works on drugs, books, I should say, on drugs, right? Compiled. There's 5 of them, and they're really, really detailed. Part of this collection that is the De Materia Medica, right? And in one of his treatments here, he's talking about porphyra, that purpling, right? It has that caustic power, that burning power, and that drying or paralytic power, right? Okay. The world of Christing is not fiction. It's very real. None of the stuff that has to do with Jesus in the Bible is fiction. It's not ideas. It's not theology. It's Greek. It's real. And it's sitting there for us. Thank you for coming tonight. I want to tell you, before we head out, I want to tell you that Friday I have particular delight. This will bring me much delight. It's very personal to me, Friday's episode. So please join me. I want to see all your wonderful comments, and I want to see how you are reacting to the material. I realized in Danny Jones' company, laying on a blue couch, looking up at a monitor slanted askew, I realized the organization and the beauty that's there. I realized that, people, I want you to remember these moments. Somebody wrote to me, the priest of Apollo wrote to me, and he said, "This is history." Yeah, it is. This is history. We will not stop. We will not stop until they have all run away, until all the monists have fled. Hail Satan.